Hi, I'm Mrs. Bruley, and I am the yearbook teacher.
Hi, my name is Elise Edwards. I'm Brooklyn. I'm in 8th grade.
In Yearbook, our goal is to design the yearbook for all the students. We want to make sure that it's something that appeals to everyone. We work on capturing stories, getting interviews, going out to all the events, and piecing it all together to make sure we can tell the best story for Legacy. I would say the main goal for the students is for them to find the memories that they want to capture and the ones that they want to document for everyone else to see. We want them to highlight all the amazing things that are happening in our classes, on campus, just to capture the overall spirit of Legacy. I am looking for students who are motivated, who are responsible, creative, confident, and willing to put themselves out there. I'm also looking for writers, people who are creative with their words, detail-oriented, people who are photographers. It's more journalism, but I do need students who are willing to dedicate their time to collecting those memories. That might mean giving up some lunch times. It might mean having to miss a few minutes of class here and there and making up that time, just so that we can capture everything going on at our school. It also might mean students need to go to events outside of the class time.
I think the most fun part of Yearbook is having the responsibility to be able to capture the memories.
Probably just being able to really be creative. There's so much you can do here, and there's so much like freedom of what you have artistically. There's so many like different angles you can get with pictures, so many different ways you can write stuff, and so many different ways.
I think one of the most important things that you learn is how to like correctly document things. And so you get to work with like a variety of professional programs such as Adobe, and you get to use like real professional cameras to be able to do that.
I've definitely gained a lot of problem-solving skills. A lot of problems comes up when you're making a yearbook, especially in a small amount of time. So definitely time management and how to solve problems quickly.
I think that Yearbook really shapes us into being better leaders here on campus, and then those skills transfer to when we go into college and career and beyond. And so just learning how to correctly document something and put it into words and use pictures to reinforce that.
It'll give me like a lot of like creativity. We can lose like a lot of that like artistic view, and I think that this really helps, let me like be able to do photography, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Isaacs.
Hi, I'm Mr. Jones.
And we are the advisors of the Compass Guides.
I'm Siler, and I'm in 10th grade.
I'm Allison, I'm in 7th grade.
So we're going to start off by just giving you a brief overview of the program. So the idea behind Compass Guides, it's a sounding board for ideas, and hopefully students will have the opportunity to take on board the thoughts of their peers, their colleagues, their friend groups, their wider school body, and come up with suggestions for initiatives that we can move forward with as a school. But the hope is that student opinion will be gathered. You'll be the representatives of pushing forward that student opinion to leadership, as in admin. And together we will come up with new policies to hopefully improve our school community.
And so the goals for this program are to include student voice. We really want to make students at the forefront of everything we do here at Legacy, and so having a group of students that come together to discuss things makes it even better. Expectations for our student members are to be meeting with us during seminar class periods and to be willing to share their voice, come with ideas, and willing to take the ideas of others to bring to a greater stage.
I think the best part about Compass Guides is just being able to like make a difference and kind of be a voice for the students at Legacy, because there's only like 30 teachers or whatever, and there's 1,000 students, so kind of being given the chance to be the medium where you're able to speak up for the students on campus is beneficial.
I think the best part about Compass Guides so far has been how much we get to talk to new people and the experiences that we've had. For example, we've done fish bowls with students, We've had fish bowls where we get asked questions by people from different districts, and we've gotten recorded for different videos, and it's been really cool experience.
So some skills I've learned through Compass Guides, like two main ones, are probably like being able to look at data, and then also just like learning how to speak up and use my voice to try and make positive change. Because the Compass Guides, we kind of like went to a teacher, like a staff meeting or whatever, and there was like the 12 of us surrounded by all the teachers. It's kind of scary, but it was definitely good to like be given that chance to like, even though I want to tell my teachers they're all great, like there's some things we need to fix. So, you know, learning how to speak up in a tough situation like that is something that we definitely learned through Compass Guides.
Some skills that I've gained from Compass Guides are talking to other people, but also listening to ideas. It's given me a chance to hear what other people have to say and see how other people feel about the school. And I think it's really cool to hear all those different perspectives.
So something that I've learned that is probably gonna like help me in the future, specifically like the workplace, is like learning how to adapt to criticism and feedback, because we were the ones who kind of started the cell phone pilots, and obviously there was a lot of like negative feedback from that, because obviously the kids don't want their phones to be taken. But you know, learning to deal with that feedback and make changes as we go to kind of keep on improving is something that'll definitely be helpful to me.
I think Compass Guides is preparing me for the future by helping me like improvise in responses, and it will help me for like listening to ideas and taking constructive criticism so that I can grow as a person.
Hi, I'm Mr. Licardo, and I teach the Business of Gaming class.
My name's Anthony Chesick. I'm in 9th grade, and I'm a lead for Business of Gaming.
My name is Morgan Doe. I'm in 9th grade, and I am in scheduling for logistics.
A brief summary of Business of Gaming class is it's learning how to run and organize gaming events. So ranging from tournaments to charity events or educational events. That is a major focus, but we delve into a little bit of game development, some art in games, and as well as content creation, like YouTube, streaming strategies, and creating videos.
The most fun I've had as part of this program is, I would say, planning events. And that really lets me show creative ideas and helps me plan events and make things for the future. And also, especially the running of the events is really wonderful.
Probably working with my team during tournaments and also the 2P event.
The main goal is for students to be able to express their creative side. We have a lot of chances through either the video creation, the marketing in our art, to have students have this creative outlet, as well as gain skills on how to manage and organize large-scale events.
There's a lot of leadership skills, especially this time around with this event that we just ran. I was able to become a lead, and I was able to show my leadership skills, which is something that I haven't been able to show in the past.
Probably working with a team, doing a lot of designing, and also figuring out how scheduling and communication works.
This program is really, really helpful for future endeavors in college or future career paths. Especially with being in the position that I'm in, being able to be a lead, there are a lot of careers in the future that will allow me to have leadership opportunities, and this can prepare me for that as well.
Some of the big expectations, so I'll actually start with the one that's not an expectation. You don't have to be a big video game fan to be in the class. You could not like video games at all and still get plenty out of the class. But expectations for students are ability to kind of manage yourself over time. We do a lot of long-scale event planning, and so there's some days where you're just planning, as well as some after-school and potentially weekend time commitments.
Hi, my name is Justin McIntosh, and I am currently the advisor for the fundamentals of business and leadership.
So hello, my name is Tafsir. I'm currently a sophomore at Legacy Magnet, and my role for SBE is co-president.
Hi, my name is Momoka Nasu. I am a sophomore at Legacy Magnet Academy, and I was the president for one of the challenges for FBLA.
In our program, the goal is to prep kids that are getting ready to become FBLA students with Mr. Fallett's class. They should know skills that they're gonna need without any teaching, without any instruction from Mr. Fallett, so that they can get straight into their challenges, straight into any program things that they're going to be doing, like knowing what a SWOT analysis is or SWOT goals and things like that. I think the main goal for my class is to build confidence. so that when they get to FBLA, they know that they have the skills that they can be successful, but also being able to work with new students, being able to work in different types of groups. We have a different variety of grade levels in my class from 9th to 11th. And we also have boys and girls in the class that are also different ages. So learning to work with those different groups, even if you feel slightly uncomfortable. Some of the expectations that we have for our class, because it is a 0 period, a lot of times we have students that maybe think that it's not part of our academic day. So really focusing on professionalism in the class, making sure that they're taking it seriously. It is an option for you to take it, but it's not a mandatory class. So we do want people that are gonna be serious in the program, who want to get their CTE pathway, but at the same time, they're taking it just as seriously as they would any other class.
So the best or most fun part of the program is getting the experience of participating in FBLA challenges under a more low stakes environment. With the presentations in the class, collaborative environments, and getting to work with each other and know each other, you really get the experience of a real business environment while also building relevant skills such as communication, leadership, and more technical skills such as learning how to use specific programs or give presentations.
The best, most fun part of the program is hanging out with my friends and actually communicating with one another. Another fun thing is we do many challenges that helps us experience real life experiences while having fun with it.
I'd say the biggest skill I've been able to gain was communication. In SBE, you often work with all sorts of people throughout different groups, and learning how to work with different skill sets and different preferences is something that will occur in a real business environment, and participating in the 0 period has definitely allowed me to build on that.
I think the most important skill that we have learned from this program is flexibility. We have learned how to go from one challenge to another, and if we have any problems, we have learned how to face it.
This program is going to definitely help me in my career. As mentioned earlier, it builds familiarity with the business environment, but it also does build that familiarity with FBLA challenges, which is another program that can prepare you for the future. Also, it builds on that communication aspect, and it really allows you to get to know more people and build connections that you could use later on, whether it be through clubs or searching for internships.
I think FBL is preparing us for the future since it teaches us a lot about things we will need in the real life business experiences such as communication, leadership, and flexibility and integrity.
Hi, my name is Mr. Ireland and I'm the high school VEX Robotics coach.
My name is Emma. I'm in 9th grade and I'm a notebooker on my team.
My name is Dean LeDuc. I'm in 9th grade and I am a builder and coder.
VEX Robotics at the high school level is a program where students definitely work hard. It's something they're very passionate about. And I would say if you're newer to the program, it's certainly a benefit to be able to dig around and research and learn from others around you and learn from things like YouTube videos and forums. And there's a huge learning curve, but to know that going in is really helpful. And it's a really rewarding experience to learn over time and to watch yourself progress over years and years and succeed. I think oftentimes students think the main goal of robotics is to build robots and win, and that is certainly a part of it. But as someone who's coached for a long time, the bigger benefit that I see is students leave VEX with much better skills in collaborating and learning how to interact with each other in high pressure situations. And it really does mimic so many different elements of the real world and working in teams. Some of the expectations of this program are the 0 period, obviously, and then we have after school practices on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the expectation is that the team is there and present and contributing, and oftentimes doing things that you may not want to do, like doing an engineering notebook entry is not always everybody's favorite role. Doing certain things that may not be your first choice, but knowing that it's for the betterment of the team is a huge expectation in robotics.
The best part of robotics for me is like mostly the collaborating with many different people. Like on my team this year, I was working with 10th graders, 11th graders, and seniors in building my robot, and I think it's really cool that I get to work with people from all around, all different grade levels and all different backgrounds in robotics, and I think it's just really cool collaborating with a bunch of people.
Okay. The best part of this program for me is that I can work with my teammates to build a robot that can compete in all kinds of games, and for me this is really fun.
Some skills and experiences I've gained in this program is learning like how to solve problems and how to like think creatively in different situations. Like in this game, there were a lot of different problems we had to solve, such as like being able to hold a certain amount of blocks, or being able to be able to de-score effectively and have like a good off-on. And learning how to solve these problems is one of the most effective things I've learned this year.
Okay, and how can you...
A valuable skill I've learned from this program is to be able to think in an innovative way and to think like an engineer.
Some ways that this program has helped me prepare for college, or will help me prepare for college, is mostly working with different people, because I know in college and in the workspace, you'll have to work with many different people of many different backgrounds, and this program has really prepared me for that.
This program has definitely prepared me for the future because it's taught me to work with all kinds of people in different environments, and it's really taught me the importance of collaboration.
Hi, my name is Miss Krogstad and I am the SCUBA advisor.
Hi, my name is Haley Rang. I'm in 11th grade and I'm on the SCUBA lead team.
Hi, my name is Ifa. I'm in 12th grade and I'm on the SCUBA lead team.
The SCUBA program is a program where students can get involved at school and serve in a mentorship program to new students to LMA, and that is mostly 6th graders with some other students sprinkled in the other grades. The main goal of this program for students is to learn how to become a leader and a mentor to students who are younger than them. They have the opportunity to lead these new students in activities, build community, and just create an overall positive experience for these new students at Legacy. Some expectations for SCUBA leaders are that you will attend a training and orientation one day over the summer, typically a few days before the first day of school. And beyond that, you will serve as a leader about 6 to 8 times throughout the school year. This will occur in the form of trainings at lunch, as well as meetings during seminar.
I think the best part about this program is getting to be a role model and getting to build relationships with the students. It's super rewarding when they come and say hi, even wave, or even feel comfortable enough to approach you in the hallways.
The best part for me is the community. You get to meet lots of different SCUBA leaders and lots of different grade levels. And also you get to meet a lot of new students who may be shy about coming to Legacy, but you're here to welcome them.
I've gained a lot of leadership skills, communications, and patience from being a SCUBA leader to now being on the lead team. I've been able to guide peers and even mentor the younger students.
I've definitely improved in my leadership and communication skills. As a SCUBA leader, you need to be able to communicate to new groups of students who may have completely different experiences. So they may have gone to different elementary schools and middle schools than you. So you have to learn how to find those connection points. Leadership, additionally, you have to learn how to manage these new groups of students and people who you've never met before.
SCUBA prepares me by teaching me how to manage groups, activities, and have effective communication. We're taught to take initiative and stay organized.
SCUBA is definitely preparing me for life after college. You get to learn how to connect with different people who you've never met before. And in college, for example, you'll meet lots of different people who may be from different countries or completely different schools. So learning how to connect with them and easily communicate is definitely an essential skill.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Madison Nguyen. I'm in 8th grade and I'm a part of the cast for Legacy Productions. The most fun part of this program is definitely the community you get to know when you're at Legacy Productions. Legacy Productions requires a lot of collaboration and working together with people, and the people you're working with at Legacy Productions usually shares the same interests as you. So whatever you do, even if you crack a high note, then you'll have support with what you do. And having that support especially for something as high commitment as Legacy Productions, you're constantly having rehearsals or you're making props, having those people with you and having that friendship is the most fun part of Legacy Productions. Some skills I have gotten from Legacy Productions is definitely my collaboration skills and my public speaking skills. I joined Legacy Productions in 7th grade, and before then I was new to Legacy, so it was I was pretty mediocre at public speaking and I was still pretty nervous to talk in front of people. But joining theater, you always have to familiarize yourself with performing in front of people, talking in front of people, and it overall just helps your collaboration skills and talking skills. For collaboration though, you are, as I mentioned, you are always working with other people, and just familiarizing yourself around that environment really improved my skills. This program is preparing me for my future, as I think that my public speaking skills has definitely gone up, and in any case or whatever you do in the future, you're always going to have to present to people or talk to other people. And another part is collaboration. Like I said, no matter what you do, you are always going to be working with people, and I believe just having that strong skill in doing that is super important in your future.
Hi, I'm Asher Diaz. I'm in 8th grade and I play Xander in the Olympians. I would say that the most fun part of this program is to be able to make friends with people that you wouldn't usually make friends with. Since we're a 6th through 12th program, it's really fun to be able to make friends with people from high school, or if you're in high school, to make friends with people in middle school. And I think just with collaborating with people that you wouldn't usually meet, I think it's really cool because you build these new experiences and you meet these new people. A few skills and experiences that I've gained from this program is definitely collaboration and public speaking, because I have learned to be able to collaborate with my peers and to be able to communicate with scenes that we might be doing, or for example for tech, for what they might be building, like props. And some experiences that I've gained over the years is with many shows I've done here. I think that I've just learned how to manage what we're doing here and to be able to manage our time well. I think that this program is preparing us for life after high school, because we're learning so many skills with communicating with other people and communicating with our peers, that we're really learning to be able to make strong connections and be able to not be stuck in our own shell and be able to break away from that.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Blair, and I am the director and teacher of the CTE Dramatic Production and Technical Theater class, which is a part of the Arts, Media, Entertainment Managerial Production CTE pathway. So we basically run a theater. So it's like the business of theater, which has a lot of components to it. We produce shows, but we not only have the actor experience, we also have the technician experience, where students are stage managing, running lighting and sound, designing with QLab, which is industry level standard software. And we do all the things with painting sets and making props, and it's a lot of fun. The main goal of this program is explore theater arts and to gain an appreciation of theater and the arts, so that as they move on in the world, maybe they go see shows and maybe they support others doing theater. Also, it develops a lot of skills that students can use in many different capacities, from cooperation and teamwork, problem solving. It is the biggest project-based learning thing that you could do. So expectations, first of all, you have to be a team player. It's basically like having a baseball team. Every person is critical and important, which means that students need to come to class, they need to be on time, and they need to work well with other people. We tend to be a family here. Everybody is having fun and getting along, but we really need the cooperation and teamwork of everyone that's involved.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Chung, and I am the middle school robotics coach.
My name is Enderfield. I'm in 8th grade, and I'm the driver for Team 39333Z.
Hi, my name is Hiba Ilyas. I'm an 8th grader and main driver and notebooker for Team 39333B.
So a brief summary is we are a VEX robotics program, which is an international program, and we compete on a 12-foot by 12-foot field, and we really focus on STEM skills and using the engineering design process and teamwork to build a robot for a new challenge each year. The main goal is for students to really come together and work together and learn how to collaborate, and also use their STEM skills that might help them in future careers. Some expectations are there is a lot of time involvement, where we have a 0 period and we meet twice a week after school until 5 p.m. We also have tournaments that take place on Saturdays, and they're early mornings, which start around 7:15 a.m. and they last till about 5 p.m. And we compete on Saturdays, I would say about 6 tournaments per year.
Probably the funnest experience I've had in this program is being able to bond with my teammates and learn about all the different roles in robotics. There's so many different roles, from programming to coding to building and to driver, and being able to learn about the specifics of every single role and being able to apply this to future tournaments and future years in robotics is probably the funnest thing about this.
I think the most fun part about being in the robotics program is definitely going to tournaments and just seeing your robot perform on the field. It's a very nice feeling, and just the tournament environments are super fun. And a lot of the best memories that I've made during this season have been at tournaments. And also just through robotics, you meet a lot of amazing new people.
One of the biggest skills I've gained from this program is both teamwork and critical thinking. A lot of times in robotics, I was put into situations with new teammates and new environments, and being able to thrive in this situation, from being able to design new robots to new games, and being able to communicate with teammates to effectively build these robots, is one of the biggest skills that I've learned in this program.
So being in robotics has taught me a lot about how to work in a team effectively and just what long-term collaboration looks like, because you're working with the same people for the entire year. And you also get to learn a lot about engineering, from building with metal parts to coding or driving.
One of the biggest examples of this is one of the kids last year in robotics actually got a job in SpaceX. And I think being able to program with things like C++ and being able to work with these metal parts in robotics and being able to design under pressure but also in new environments is one of the biggest skills that can prepare you for jobs, especially in things like engineering and aerospace engineering.
So I feel more confident going into my future after being in the robotics program, because I've learned a lot about how the engineering design process works, which is going to be really helpful if I choose to pursue engineering in the future. And just knowing a lot more about behind the process, about how things are made, has helped change my worldview a lot.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Murphy, and I'm the ASB Activities Director. So I would love to start to talk about ASB by reading you our why, or our just cause. And that is, we inspire a connected and inclusive community by building tradition, celebrating culture, and creating opportunities for every student to belong, read, and make lasting memories and memories. You probably know that as our program is made, so we plan rallies, we plan dances, we plan spirit days, we plan lunchtime activities, we plan culture days, we run the tide shop, and that's all very visible. But then we do a lot of work behind the scenes to really ensure that we are building a really inclusive culture, and we're making students feel like they belong. That's really, really important to us. Students that are interested in being an ASB need to already have a love for leadership. Also, students in ASB need to be comfortable dressing up for spirit days, going to school events. In fact, not just comfortable, but like excited to go to school events, excited for rallies, excited to be, part of a reel on our social media, and really excited to represent the school and to really be proud to be a student at Legacy. In ASB, there are a lot of opportunities for growth and a lot of opportunities for different types of leaderships. If you look at our website and look at our org chart, you'll see that we have the executive board, and then we have directors for every department, and then managers in every department as well. So there's really an opportunity for lots of different types of leaders and different grade levels as well. Hi, my name is Avery Hong. I'm in 9th grade and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer. Hi, I'm Olivia Elkins. I'm in 7th grade and I'm the Manager of Design. In ASB, I love being able to just represent the school and contribute to a positive culture, along with being a part of a program that really just feels like a family. That's the sense of community within ASB is amazing. I started in 6th grade last year, and since then I've gone to high schoolers and middle schoolers and people within my team, especially in the group. What I think is cool about ASB is just that you're able to be in a role that you're really passionate about. So for us, it's in marketing, but if you like finances, like tech, any of that, there's a place for you. And there are so many skills that I've been able to learn from people in my team, so much together. And that's what's really important about ASB is collaboration. ASB has shaped me by teaching me how to lead with purpose and really just representing something that's bigger than myself. Just how to think critically and also communicate well, and we're just so lucky to gain these skills at such a young age. ASB has pushed me so much and given me so many opportunities that I might not have taken otherwise, and it's definitely helped me learn how to speak my opinion more, which will help me in so many real world situations after high school. Amazing. Our work.
My name is Mr. Fallett, and I am the advisor for FBLA.
Hi, my name is Michelle Wynn, and I'm a junior at Legacy Magnet Academy, and I'm currently an FBLA member and have been for the past 2 years.
Hi, my name is Liv Kong. I'm a junior in high school and I'm a member of FBLA.
We are focusing on leadership and career readiness, trying to really harness entrepreneurship skills, finance and management skills to prepare students for life after high school. Teamwork is one of the biggest goals that I think we like to build on, and how you represent yourself within a team. A big part of our class would be teamwork and leadership. Before you get to my class, you do have to take the FBL class, the Fundamentals of Business and Leadership. That is kind of the prerequisite of being in my class. Once you get into the class, then we compete within the section, we compete within the state and nationally.
The best part about the program, I'd say, is competing at events. Especially, you get to do a lot of networking opportunities like FBLA Oat Day, meet people from other schools. You also get to compete in competitions like I did accounting, and then if you advance, you can go to states.
I would say the best part is probably the competitions. We just got back from the South Section Conference and it was really fun competing and meeting different people from around California who are very like-minded and very ambitious like us.
I think I've gained a lot of confidence, especially in FBLA. You're always working with upperclassmen, so you really learn from other people and just gaining confidence with presenting, also being able to ask for help, just getting comfortable with that. And I think it really builds your confidence, especially when you go to VE and also start presenting in other classes.
There's the obvious business and public speaking skills that FBLA provides, but in terms of experiences, I really want to say the ability to network. I think the more that you connect with other people, the more opportunities that you open yourself up to.
I'd say FBLA gives me a lot of business opportunities. I learn a lot of technical terms about investing, which is something really interesting, like blue chip stocks, also Gantt charts, PERT charts, a lot of business resources. And not only that, we also have access to a lot of competitions that give you that business hands-on experience and a lot of networking opportunities.
I don't want to be cliche and say oh, public speaking, oh, business, oh, collaborating with other people, but I definitely do think that FBLA provides you with a unique skill set that you really can't get anywhere else. I would also say that FBLA really capitalizes on the importance of networking and meeting other people. Like I said before, the more people that you connect with, the more opportunities you open yourself up to, and the more you're able to reach a bigger audience with your work and the impact that you're doing.
Hi, I'm Mr. Mazueno. I coach and mentor the electric vehicle program.
Hi, my name is Gunnar Hedberg and I'm in 9th grade.
Electric vehicle program is a program that allows students to go ahead and look at engineering and design, where they could go ahead and have hands-on experience building an electric vehicle and then use that electric vehicle in the VitaLink Challenge. What students should really expect to do is really work hands-on. You are in there, you are drilling, you are crimping, you are connecting wires, you're gonna be involved. So if you're the kind of person that wants to get your hands dirty, this is the course for you.
One of the best part of this program for me is being on a team and being able to learn from others and my peers who are older than me and have been doing this longer than me.
One of the most fun things about this program in particular is how you get to apply these ideas into real things where it affects the performance of the car and how it's able to show this performance on the track.
One of the best parts of being in this program for me has been working with others on a team. Also being able to just learn from my mistakes that I've made.
One of the biggest skills coming from this program in particular is getting the hands-on engineering experiences and gaining that communication skill.
Just being able to be hands-on with learning about engineering and all the electrical stuff that comes with building this car.
This program helps me work on long-term projects and working with the team overall.